Hey y'all. I know I'm always in the car. Where am I headed, you say? Oh, first, hi. Welcome to RealLeeATL. I hope you guys are doing well today on this Monday afternoon. So I was looking at my hair and I'm like, oh my God, this gray is just coming out. I don't care what I do. I bought like black gel and so on and so forth, and it just doesn't work, right? So that's fine. I'm getting older, so it's to be expected. As a matter of fact, this guy told me one time, we were at a bar and he was just like, I said, oh, your hair just getting so gray and whatever. And he was just like, if you take that weave out your head and quit dyeing your hair will be just as gray as mine. And he probably right. He put me in my place, honey. He's like, child, I don't dye my hair and I don't wear the weave, so I'm not ready to go gray yet. I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. I don't know if it's a vanity thing. Well, it is a vanity thing. I mean, because I tell everybody I'm 55. I like doing that. But gray hair to me just, unless you are graying evenly and pretty, it don't look right. So what I've been doing was I've been rinsing my hair. I've been putting on a rinse, dark brown, a rinse, working it that way. The problem with the rinse is I'm constantly having to wet this hair because it's curly. So you're constantly washing out the rinse, and the rinse don't last long. Can I go back in and put the rinse around the edges and stuff? Yeah, but I don't want to do all that. So I decided that I'm going to color my hair a dark brown, like a chocolate, like a number 4. When I got off work today, I started taking out my braids. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take my braids out myself. I was going to pay them to do it, but I'm trying to conserve money. And the things that I can DIY, I'm going to DIY. So I'm on my way to one of the bigger beauty supply stores to get my dye, which I know that they're gonna have. Like, I gotta be where I know they're gonna be. My dye, my gloves. I didn't make a list. I probably should have. My dye, my gloves, my more shampoo, conditioner. And I'm gonna go ahead and take out my braids tonight. I am going to dye it tonight. I am going to wear it natural for the next week, this week, until I get it braided. Y'all, so last night I was on Instagram because I couldn't sleep. So I went to bed last night about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I had got like notifications from Instagram. That's the only social media I'm on. And I'm off and on TikTok here and there. So I was on Instagram because I couldn't sleep. What I searched for in Instagram was because of something I saw on YouTube, which was Lou Young. Him and B. Lynn were doing this spoof about prom send-off. When I tell y'all, we do the most. We do the most. I'm seeing Lamborghinis. I'm seeing dresses that were custom made. I'm seeing all kind of ridiculousness. And I say ridiculousness because, let me preface this by saying I have a son who graduated in the 2000s, early 2000s, 2004. Yeah, so early 2000s is when he graduated. I think he came out in 2003 or 4. And prom, he went to 3 proms, actually. Let me see. I feel like he went to 3, but maybe it was 2. Either way, we didn't spend that kind of money. Now, granted, I know I'm talking 22 years ago, right? But y'all, If I had a kid today that was high school, there ain't no way. I mean, they were flashing hundreds and hundreds of dollars in Lambos and just all these custom foreign cars and these custom dresses, custom made suits. And I'm talking about spending a whole, setup about prom with the sparkles. And I mean, I did not know that was a thing. I realized where you invite people over for the prom send off from your house, but that's not the part that got me. The part that got me was I'm seeing a $200,000-$300,000 car, maybe $150,000-$200,000 car in front of some $100,000 houses that the young men are coming out of, or that the young ladies are coming out of. Little small 50 square foot brick homes. Like, where are your priorities? This car doesn't even have a garage to sit in, should there be one. And I understand that they rent these cars, but imagine the amount of money that you pay to rent this car, right? Imagine the amount of money you pay to rent this car. And either if your teenager's gonna drive it, the insurance is out the wazoo. If you're gonna drive it, you're running the risk. Oh, I gotta get on the highway. If you're gonna drive it, you're running the risk of, or if you're renting it, for your teenager, you're running the risk of your teenager crashing a car or something. They have these big old 100 by 90 foot pictures of themselves. Everything is custom made. They're all doing it for the gram, is what I can understand. The girls, their hair, they go get wigs installed for $400 and $500. Dresses, nails, like it's a lot of money to send off. And they looking like grown women. They're not even looking like the 17 and 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds that went to high school. These ladies are looking like they're in a beauty pageant, and they're looking semi-grown, pretty much grown. And it's just over the top. So I say all that to say my child, if I had one at the school age, would be pissed. Because ain't no way I'm spending all that kind of money for 4 hours, 5 hours of dancing with your friends at high school. I'm going to spend a nice amount of money to make you look nice. But will you be going to the prom in a Rolls Royce? Hell fucking no. No. And if I did have the money, you think I'm finna invest in that? What they need to do with that money is open up. Half of them ain't even got college tuitions. Most of the kids that do stuff like that won't even be successful in life. Trust and believe, because they so worried about what the public thinks versus having a good time. It's okay to look good. Don't get me wrong. You spend a couple hundred, maybe even up to 500 on a prom in terms of one person. But what they were doing, come on, y'all. And now they have these event planners out here who literally come to your house and set up a gazillion balloons, sparklies, and your picture, and call that prom send-off presentation. And they charge thousands of dollars for that. What? Some of these parents are living vicariously through their children. They probably didn't go to prom, didn't get asked to the prom, didn't get to go, mom and them didn't spend no money on the prom. I don't know what the situation is, but you think I'm finna take my hard-earned money and spend $2,000-$3,000 on a kid going to a 4-hour dance? When I can take that money, go to Fidelity, open up me a stock account, and put that money in there and get a good little start and watch that money grow in the next 2 or 3 months. Come on, y'all. We are the worst. Number one consumers of bullcrap. We are the number one consumers of bullcrap. And ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. One paycheck away from being evicted. Because you want to go all out for your child's prom. I saw one kid, they family flew them in on a helicopter to the prom. Child. I don't get it. Even if I did have it, I wouldn't do it. Because who you trying to validate and who you doing that for? Who are you doing that for? The kids in school who ain't got no job? Honey, it was ridiculous. I just shut off my Instagram. I said, oh my God. Couldn't be me. And I know you got people in here who are going to be like, they can do what they want with their money and that's the thing these days. What you mean the thing? You raise your kid to be a leader, not a follower. So they're going to not be validated. They're going to be undervalued because they don't spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a prom? How you going to top the college send-off? How you going to top the debutante ball at the college? How are you going to top the wedding dress? If you're, I don't know. So I ain't going to keep ranting about that, but people were saying I was old-fashioned when I was talking to them about it, but naturally these are people who got kids that age, so they ain't going to agree with me. I don't care. I don't need you to agree with me. That's just my opinion. It is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. We don't teach our kids how to invest. We teach them how to buy bullshit. Because you want to look better than the next freaking kid. Everybody's fake. I can't eat no more of those. Everybody. Because the people who do have money, they're not out there doing that. That's why they got money. That's why they got money. Like, I've never been like a person who put a lot of money into purses. Simply because I just never have. That's just never grabbed me. A big old Birkin or whatever. I don't really know what they look like, what they are. Like, I never got into them like that. And that's since before the internet. I think one of the most expensive purses I had was a Dooney and Burke. A Dooney and Burke. And somebody bought that for me, and I didn't even know what it was. But they bought it for me. It was cute or whatever. It got stolen. But I never just been an arm chick with I never been a purse chick with the purses, right? And so, and for that matter, I've never been a label whore anyway. I don't care what the name of it is on there, because clothes are something that you can't invest in. You can invest in them to look good for the moment, but they become vintage after 20, 30 years. And at that point, you got to keep up with them. So I just never invested in it. If it looks good, I'll buy it, right? Excuse me. And we're always changing our wardrobe, and seasons change. So it's just crazy to spend a whole lot of money, to me, on stuff like clothes or stuff like purses. Or if I am going to spend money on a purse, make sure I got enough money in there. A lot of women walking around with a purse on their arm ain't even got the money that it costs to have that purse in their bank account. You know what I mean? It's like buying a luxury model car and you ain't got no garage to put it in when you take it home. You in an apartment complex, but you got a luxury Mercedes or something at top of the line sitting outside in your parking space. That's just that, to me, that's just, I don't know. That's just me. Do I have investments? Absolutely. Do I have an account at Fidelity? Absolutely. Like, I be worried about so much that nobody's going to be able to take care of me, that I have always invested my money and I've always saved a lot of money just because I'm scared. And a good thing, my son he wasn't a greedy kid. He had nice things, and I only had one kid, but did I buy him everything he wanted? Hell no. And then if he wanted something like Jordans, and back then, well, those things were pricey back then for a single mother. They're pricey now, but he would at least pay half because he had a job, and I wanted him to understand the value of $1. You can't just ask me to get you something and me pay my money for it and you don't take care of it like you didn't invest in it. If you want these shoes, you got to pay half. That way, if you mess up these shoes, that's half your money. That's how we did that. So I taught him the value of $1, and I taught him not to be greedy. I just taught him to never just try to shine for people. For what? Why are you measuring yourself up to, this is your measurement. This person that's in your class that's next to you, who mom and them sell candy, or who dad, is an entrepreneur, so to speak. That's who you measuring yourself up to. That's how you validate your worth. Because, Jaquan over here got it. No. Or the girls. I wish my daughter would, in high school, ask me for a freaking lace front. What? And lashes. Back in the day, lace fronts or wigs and lashes were for hookers, performers, older women. Never high school people. Never. We could barely wear makeup in school because we would get in trouble. Even at 16 and 17 years old, we would leave out of the house barefaced, go in the bathroom when we got to school, and put on our makeup. By the time we got home, we had to wash it off. So we just didn't do stuff like that. Now, honey, these girls are crazy. They look like grown women. They have on makeup, lashes, nails. So to keep a girl up right now, a high school chick, they go get their face beat. Now, I can understand when you get ready to go to a prom, you go get your makeup done. I do understand that. I'm not going to lie. I do understand that you get your little makeup or whatever just because that's what they do. But baby, as a norm, and then also the nails. I pay to get my nails and my feet done I think it's bi-weekly. I pay like $140. First of all, that's more than what I used to pay. Okay, that's more than what that done went up so much. I don't even understand why. But it's up. I mean, hey. And I've been thinking about just going natural with my nails. Just be like, you know what? I can paint my own nails. Because I've been wearing nails forever. And I feel like it's time to give my nails a break. I really don't need them no more. I mean, I don't know. I'm struggling. Because I like nails, but I'm struggling. But anyway. The girls got to get their nails done. Then they got to get their lace fronts laced on. Don't nobody wear their hair no more. I'm a fan of braids and I'm a fan of weaves, so I can't really say nothing about that. I can, but I can't. But I mean, not at 17 either. Not at 17. So everybody is, so her maintenance alone just for this young lady on a bi-weekly basis or a monthly basis is a lot. And do she work? Hopefully she works so she can contribute to some of that. I just feel like we're taking it to a ridiculous level when it comes to these proms, when it comes to allowing our kids to just have any and everything they want without telling them, listen, can you work for some of this? Do you need all of this? What's your reason behind wanting to acquire this? Find the real reason versus, Kelly got it at school and I want it too. Or it's on the gram. That's just the thing to do today or this week or whatever. Or I want this boy or this girl to like me, so I gotta be somebody else. So it's just stuff like that. That stuff made me so irritated when I saw it. I'm like, these kids that's going to this prom, do they even have college tuition for the first semester? Probably not. They finna go take out a loan. But you just spent $3,000, which is one, a semester or a class or your books even on a prom. I don't get it. You're buying a dress you'll never wear again. When I was growing up, or when I was younger, you know, and I was in weddings a lot, I used to get real weird about having to spend a lot of money on the bridesmaid's dress, because I'm like, where will I wear this again? That's how it used to be. Where will I wear this? So you ask yourself about a prom that you have custom made. Where are you going to wear that again? Or are you even going to wear it again? You can't save it for your daughter 20 years later, 30 years later. It's custom made and it's different. The style is, oh, these styles are over the top. They were some fabulous dresses, but my God, where are you going to wear it again? What you gonna? So I know people gonna get on here and be like, if she want to get her daughter, or if he want to get his son or his daughter what they want for their prom, it's on them. And that's what, you know, people kill me, you know, with saying what they wouldn't do. Well, you can get on here and drag me all you freaking want, but I bet the person that get on here and drag me can't match my money that I got in my bank sitting in my account. I wouldn't even care if you could. The bottom line is, that's just how I feel about spending money like that. We are the #1 consumers of bullshit. We can't keep it simple. We got to go all over the top just for 4 hours, just somebody can talk about us for a good maybe week, because that's the life expectancy of a rumor these days, or of a picture, or of anything new. Probably ain't even a week. It probably take 24 to 48 hours to circulate, and then people done saw it and forgot about it. Just like I scrolled last night, I scrolled by it and I forgot about it. I mean, I didn't go back and look at it. So let me get through this traffic, and I'm gonna pick y'all up when we get in the beauty supply store. Bye.